Maryland,
yeah.
a 7-year-old child was hung in the bathroom by one of his classmates, and his classmate pretty much told him that this is how we used to do, folks. You know,
A first grader and a fourth grader. The fourth grader, the OG, talking about this is how we used to get down. Like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing in these schools? And they said they found a little man up there hanging and foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, contusions in his neck and
Yeah.
marks around his eyes and shit. And um,
what they hang him with?
it just no, they took him and he was in his jacket. He was up on a hook.
They put him on a hook.
Oh, I thought they had a noose. Like,
There ain't no 4-year-old tying no noose.
that's what I'm
He just
saying.
hung
That's
his
why
ass up. Yeah, this hung. This
I
hung.
see
No
hanging.
noose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear hanging, and there's been a lot of the nooses going around, but they just
Yeah,
hung his ass
because
up
that's
on
what I
those.
was thinking.
Yeah, they hung him up on those damn hooks, man. And you know how the shit rise up on you, and yeah, choke a motherfucker out, especially a little guy.
See,
know?
I already see one problem. They got bathroom doors on the stalls. Back in Youngstown, we ain't had doors on the stall. At least in Mary Haddo.
You missed them old days.
You know how many people walked
Everybody
in the
in the
bathroom?
business.
I was shit,
I remember
and
it.
I was the
Yeah.
doo doo boy.
Yeah, you're right.
I,
You're right. The
it
doors
wasn't.
were removed. Yeah.
Man, I used to try to go between class, right, to take a shit. And I swear the teacher would do it on purpose. That would be the time that everybody would have to line up and go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Motherfuckers would be walking by me, doo doo boy.
get your ass up. Wipe your ass, Aubrey.
Hey,
Yo, dirty ass. Get your ass up.
I
Go ahead,
used
pinch
to,
it off. Pinch it off, Aubrey.
hey, I used to be trying to hold this shit, and I would be sweating like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna be the doo doo boy today.
Ain't nothing worse than pooping in school, man. I don't give a damn how
With no
clean your
door on the
school is,
stall.
man. That's the worst. The
I
worst. I
just
didn't even
go
think
home.
about.
I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers lying.
Uh,
But man, I'm sorry. I can derail some shit, man. My bad.
nah.
No, this I think that the school the principal and the rest of the faculty are taking this shit a little too lightly. They're calling this shit horseplay that went too far, but you got a fucking baby. And we talking about a second grader. How old is that?
7.
Well, 7. You know, we got a first grader that's got contusions in his neck and marks and bruises around his eyes, and you telling me that this is fucking horseplay? And apparently some other kid was trying to find an adult or whatever, and by the time they found this kid, he was fun. No, it's more than happened with this shit. And I'm inclined to believe that this fourth grader, we don't know what race he was. I mean, we to say some shit like that is something he got from his parents. If that's what I believe. But I can't just put my finger on that, because we don't know. They very much so protected the other kid's identity, And I get it, he's a fourth grader, but here we got this kid in the fucking hospital like this. I think that there's a lawsuit there, because why wasn't the second grader supervised? How is it a fourth grader could come in there and do that to him? And I don't think it was just that fourth grader. I don't think it was just him. I think it was another one involved.
Oh yeah, they always do it in front of a crowd.
Always. Like I said, man, this is an unfortunate situation, and I also saw that the parents was like, yeah, that little boy will not be returning back to that school, rightfully so.
Right.
Yeah, he's traumatized, man. It ain't just this, he survived, but yet he's gonna have to live with this forever. This kid he's scarred, man.
Yeah.
He's scarred.
Yeah, because he a baby, man. Like, and that's something I worry about with my nephew. I'm always like, because my nephew is my youngest nephew is on the spectrum, but he's super fucking smart. Like, he teaches himself things, and I always, I'm always afraid, like, are these kids gonna treat him bad or something like that? He's a beautiful boy, man, and really intelligent. And kids can be cruel, man. And unfortunately, this child almost lost his life, man. I mean, he was foaming at the mouth, unconscious. That principal got there in the nick of time. In the nick of time.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, I don't know enough to say that it was a situation of racism or some shit like, because we're talking about children here, and I'm not saying that children don't bring things from the home out into the world, or that's where we all learn our first little ideals until we get old enough to think for ourselves. I mean, we all went to church at some point before we got older and said, hey man, either I'm gonna keep going or somebody said something ain't right with the story. So I don't know. I don't know how to call this one. I just know I feel for this little boy.
Yeah, man, just unfortunate situation, and I don't even want to put race into this one. I want to put lack, negligence,
There
on
you
the
go.
school. Like you said, you got these little knuckleheads roaming the hall. You got a first grader and a fourth grader, and they just running around loose.
Right.
Nobody thought to go check in on him, make sure he ain't, poop his pants or something like that or whatever.
Right.
Go check on these kids for can't turn your back on them, especially at that age. So I don't know, man.
I remember teachers just, like waiting out in the hallway. Like we all
Yep.
lined up,
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. You weren't allowed to go out there by yourself, man. You weren't allowed to be out in them halls by yourself.
Mhm.
For this
You got
reason.
to take the hall pass or some shit, whatever.
Yeah.
I could swear there was a fucking bathroom for those earlier grades. I could swear it was a fucking bathroom
in the classroom.
class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
we
the
kind
Yeah.
of separated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess
Yep.
it all depends on the age of the school, because I don't remember. Now, yeah, I do remember bathrooms in class in the younger grades.
Yep.
See, I went to
Yeah, that's
Mary Haddow.
interesting. Man. And you guys had bathrooms in
In the classroom.
I want to say for like the younger classes, we had bathrooms in class, and then once you got like maybe like fourth, fifth, and sixth grade,
Okay.
then that was a different thing. They had bathrooms. Yeah.
Gentlemen, did we cover it?
We did. We did.
All right.
Yeah, man. Sorry for the youngin', man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
for real.
definitely.
Sorry to hear that shit. It's
I
very,
hope
very
he,
sad.
Hope he rebounds and grow up and be a productive citizen, I guess,
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Get to fourth grade and start doing that shit to a second grader.
Wow. Yep. See? There you go, man. Tank on that. Hurt people. Yeah, man.
Right.
That's how that
They
go.
did it to me.
Like you
It's
said,
a
this is
rite
how
of
we
passage.
little fourth grade about this is how we used to do it back in the day.
Motherfucker,
you
you
in the
never had
fourth
it back
grade.
then. Right.
And this
You
how
don't
like,
you
most
don't
horror
have it back
movies
then.
start.
Yeah.
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 I know what you did last summer. I know what you did in the fourth grade.